Westside, Misfits. Yeah, you're independent, this the mix, you need to get up in it. 3 to 5, the show be lit from start to finish. Hit 'em up to slide through and promote your business. DJ Lab known to keep the hottest record spinning. Mix a lot and Tay Mac discuss the hottest topic. There's not a 2000 gonna let you know what's really poppin'. Miss Slick gon' make sure she get the angles right. Making moves even though she staying out of sight. Check the website, Misfits Media Group. Keep it 100 cause that's how they gon' give it to you. Something for anyone and everyone from every walk. 365, 24/7, got music and talk. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. Kick facts, play music, and talk slick. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Tell a friend and tell a friend they get in the mix. Sundays, you know we getting in the mix. From 3 to 5 with Westside Misfits. We in the mix, we in the mix, we in the mix. 3 to 5, we live. Tell a friend to tell a friend to get in the mix. Trump.
Welcome.
That's right. Welcome to Westside Misfits. I am your gracious and humble host, DJ Lab, and I have my other gracious and humble host, K Lady _ 17. Right.
I don't think I got no underscore, but
I think you do. I'm gonna say underscore, but anyway, we got KK in the building, of course. Co-hosting with me today is a pleasure. Of course, we got Slick 316 doing her normal thing in the building as well. Miss Mix-a-Lot is busy, so we're gonna hold it down for her and keep it rolling. What's going on, Kay? How your weekend was?
I rested this weekend.
You ain't do nothing?
I ain't do nothing.
You ain't hit them streets?
I did not.
Not one time?
Not one time.
Just
Don't
in
you
the
see?
house.
I'm rosy cheek and everything.
See, you kind of refreshed.
I am. I ain't do nothing.
Sometimes you just gotta stay away from the streets.
I haven't been in the streets since last Saturday.
Really?
Yep. I ain't do nothing Sunday. I ain't do nothing Juneteenth. I ain't do nothing. I've been resting.
Just stay. Okay.
Now, 4th of July weekend,
You gonna be in the streets?
I'm gonna be in the streets. I had to get rejuvenated.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, hey, sometimes we need that rest. Well, I'm glad you decided to slide in here and, do your thing with us.
Yep.
Slick, I did pin it. It's already pinned. The name and stuff is already pinned. Just give me a second. It's already pinned. Anyway, so what's on your mind today? What we got going on today?
So, I want to talk about y'all little fake submarine ship.
Is that your phone ringing?
Oh.
Pull the mic closer to you, too. Just a little bit. Closer. Up. Closer. You get close to mics. You know how you can get close to mics. Don't be acting crazy. All right.
So I want to talk about the little fake submarine ship.
Uh-huh. Was it fake or was it real?
That little big thing.
It was real.
It was a submersible.
Right. It was not what you saying it is. It was a submersible.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a submersible ship that should not been submersing.
It shouldn't be submersing.
It should not been submersing.
Well, they say they controlled it with a gang controller. That would be. And we not making fun of people who pass away because God bless the dead.
I have empathy.
That would have been my first sign.
I have empathy for them, and I'm assuming that the people who went down on these things before had to sign a lot of waivers, because now that it imploded, everybody that has went on it before has now came out and talked about it and said how many problems it has had. And they said it also ran off a battery. It should have ran off a propulsion and the fans, and it should have had a whole lot more than a battery and a PlayStation 4 controller.
Yeah, and my thing was that it was bolted from the outside. So how were we gonna get out?
And I'm just saying, it was a whole lot of things. It should have been tethered.
Well, it would have been hard to tether that far, though. That would have been a long tether. I mean, you're talking about 12,500 feet below sea. That's taller than the Empire State Building.
They could have found a way.
I don't know.
They could have found if anything, they could have found a way because everybody that said it has problems, it had problems before it got to the bottom.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and those things should have been brought.
And it never passed inspection.
Right. But see, the thing is, they made it down, they came back, so the other people,
How do we know that them other people actually made it down? Because everybody has now came out and said the battery died before they even got down there.
Uh-huh.
So they probably lied and said they made it because they spent all this money.
Uh-huh.
They're not finna come back and recant their story to say I never made it because they don't lie and said they made it.
The $250,000 is a lot of money to not make it, right?
Right.
Well, I heard the tethering thing before, and I just don't think it could have been tethered. That's a long tether. You know how heavy that tether would have been?
I'm just saying.
You're talking about heavy.
But from all the people now, they're saying the battery died way before. So if your battery is dying way before, they're saying like the battery died like 45 minutes in, an hour in. This thing the mothership, that we're going to call it the mothership.
Right.
The mothership lost contact, in an hour, an hour and 20 minutes afterward.
Uh-huh.
So that means you could have, can you bring me back up?
Right.
Because you already knew within an hour you was having problems.
It was an issue.
It was an issue.
Right.
So if you make it past an hour, okay, then disconnect. Just like when people go scuba diving, or they was like, okay, I'm gonna cut the line, and then when I come back up, I reconnect the line, and then you bring me back up. It should have been the same concept. Matter of fact,
how would they reconnect the line though? They in a sealed submarine.
Well, I didn't know it was
submersible.
I didn't know it was bolted from the outside.
Yeah, they were bolted from the outside.
Well, somebody could have scuba dived down and bolted it. Because at that level, they could still go scuba diving.
I think so.
Yeah. If it comes back up at a certain level, you can still go scuba diving.
I don't think it's as far as you think. Like, I don't think they can go that far down.
No, I'm saying once it raised back up, they could have reconnected it because it doesn't go forward, it doesn't go back. It only went up and down.
Right. There should have been a case of where they could have had, you know how when you inflatables, like emergency inflatables would have opened up and floated it back to the top, maybe under the bottom of the sub. It could have been a lot more things, and maybe a tether too. I just think should have been a lot more safety precautions taken
than what it was.
Yeah, but they said that the submersible went down there a couple other times too, so it was like without people, like from what I understand.
Because I don't believe people has ever made it down. You can't tell
That's
me.
a long way to go. Slick say it was $259,000 at RAD, and that should have brought a safer sub.
Right.
They said they could have had a constant chain or rope from the sub. Slick, I think that would have been long. That would have been heavy and long. You talking about 12,000 feet. Do we know how long the 12,000 feet? And Slick said it wasn't their first trip, like we said, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't their first trip. I just don't believe the other people actually made it down.
They got an hour in, they lost power too, and they had to come on back up.
Yeah, and they lied and said they made it, and they gave them these fake pictures that we don't seen in the books and on the documentaries.
Oh, they gave them fake pictures and everything.
Yes.
Okay, well,
yeah,
I don't know.
I'm going with that.
The whole controller thing for me would have just did it for me. I would have been, Then you ain't got no periscope to look up. Like, what about all that kind of stuff that like submarines? I know it was a submersible and it wasn't an actual submarine, but what about all those other precautions? Why ain't had the Navy look at it? The people who build Navy submarines,
Coast Guard,
somebody inspect it.
Nobody.
Yeah.
And people just throwing money at it.
I heard a lot of people say on social media, why are we worried about people who had the money to do? If that's what they want to do, that might have been on their bucket list. That's what they wanted to do. That's what they did.
They did.
Right, and like it's none of our business. Like what?
It became our business when the government wasted money to go look for these people. That's when it became our business.
Right.
And then you got these people over here off the coast of Greece that don't fail to the bottom because they went and built the Noah's Ark and put 700 people on this ship. And
sunk. Yeah.
Because that ship looked like Noah's Ark.
Was it black folks?
They was immigrants. I can't get a clear distinction of what these people were. I just know it was 700 immigrants that sunk off the coast of Greece.
Well.
Can you find definitely the answer to this, Slick? Because I've been looking and I can't get a true detailed answer of what these people were. They just keep calling them immigrants. And I know people are mad because it happened around the same time this happened.
And they didn't do nothing to that.
Right.
They didn't send no whole slew of people after them.
Right. I just know they're immigrants and they were off the coast of Greece. And it was 700 people. And the ship looked like Noah's Ark. I ain't gonna lie. The ship looked like Noah's Ark.
What?
It did. You got to look at the ship. The ship looked like it was Noah's Ark. It was just, it looked like it was a wooden ship. And it sunk off the coast of Greece. And people was like, well, that didn't have nothing to do with the United States. Hell, we sending money to Ukraine. Didn't got nothing to do with United States, but we over there too.
They say it was Pakistani.
It was Pakistanians?
Yeah, for people from Pakistan. 350 Pakistanis were on a migrant boat that sank off Greece.
It was 700.
Have died. They said 350 in the CBS.
Oh.
They say Interior Minister Rana Khan told lawmakers in the National Assembly that an estimated 700 immigrants were on the boat when it sank. So,
I knew it was 700 people on that boat. So 300. So it was just all kind of people on this ship.
Right.
So it was Noah's Ark. So remember Noah had giraffes and everybody.
I don't think we can equate people to that.
I'm just saying.
Did
you see the ship?
I did. I'm looking at a picture of it now. It was it's a different kind of ship.
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
It's blue. It looked like it was made from reclaimed wood.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. They had no business being on that ship.
Well, I don't know. I've never been to Greece. But I heard they're not very friendly to brown people. So, that is what it is, allegedly. But,
and allegedly, that's why the United States should have been over there sending the Coast Guards to help. But no, we over here looking for these people that want to throw some money underwater, go look for a ship that we don't see in a movie, a documentary, and we don't have pictures all in the book.
Right.
But now they say they're not looking for the bodies. I guess not, because they don't implode it.
Right.
They want to know why it imploded. Why do we care? Y'all didn't build it. The billionaire built it, and he did.
Well, people pay for stuff like that to know why it imploded, to be honest with you. You have other billionaires paying for those type of things. So it's not necessarily a case of the government paying for it, but you can get other billionaires to investigate why it imploded, because it may be another company doing exactly the same thing. I mean, I know at one point the guy who did the Titanic movie, and I forget his name, he was going to start doing excursions down there. So I'm not totally sure. It's always a backstory. Now I don't know if a U.S. can go to the coast of Greece and do that. That's whole
part of United Nations. Ain't that part of the United Nations?
Yeah, but they have to request the assistance. You get what I'm saying? Like, they will have to request for the United States to assist them for them to come into those waters. That I know for a fact. We can't just say, "Hey, we going to Greece with all our military ships and look for folks."
We can go out there and say we would like to extend a hand to help. Look for these people.
But they do have to request it, though.
Right.
They have to request it. So, it's always politics in that kind of stuff. It's always politics. It's not necessarily
we choose what we want to politic in.
There you go. I give you that much.
We choose what we want to politic.
We pick and choose what the politics that we want it to be about.
Yeah. And now we ain't politicking with Noah's Ark.
No, we ain't politicking with Noah's Ark. They don't benefit us none.
No.
So, we're not going to politic with them. You're right. Noah's Ark don't benefit us any. No
at
taxes
all.
Coming off the Noah's Ark. So,
at all.
So there you have it. So what else we got going on?
All right. So.
Let me ask you a question.
Oh, go ahead.
So you didn't go outside this weekend. Mm-hmm. Apparently Bankhead was off the chain this weekend. They had Born Home Day. No, y'all have a lot of days. Y'all have a lot of days. I just want to, before we move on, Why don't y'all get all the days together?
Why would we do that?
And put them in one weekend.
No.
Like every day that y'all had like Born Home Day. Y'all had what else? The other projects, all the other projects days, and y'all have Gresham Park Day, Grove Park Day.
Why would we do that?
All them days, like what? Like just have
but
a
y'all
day.
First of all, Chicago got days too, so don't do that.
We don't.
Yes, y'all do.
What day we got? Name one.
I can't right now.
Right, because we don't have days.
Yes, y'all do.
We have what you call a day.
Y'all don't put everything in a day.
Well, we don't have days. We don't have a day for every. And then some of these days are on the same side of town, and y'all could really merge them days.
Why would we do that?
Because y'all can just call it Westside Day
No.
instead of Born Home Day and
No.
whatever else day. I'm just expressing my opinion. You know, I'm not an ATLian. I'm an implant, so my opinion really don't count. But I'm just throwing them out there for you.
Mm-mm.
Then y'all can have a day like the West Side Day,
Mm-mm.
then the East Side Day, then the
Mm-mm.
South Side Day, then the
Mm-mm.
North Side Day, and everybody from them side of towns come together and day.
But everybody don't get along from, not all the time. So why would we do this? I'm not understanding where this conversation is going.
The conversation is going from every time I turn around, there's a day. There's a day.
But that keeps you going, and that's why y'all move here, because y'all like what we got going on.
I didn't move. I didn't. The day is something that really just came about that I know when I started hanging out with Slick. I ain't know nothing about no days.
Oh, these days been going.
I'm sure they have, but I'm just telling you. I didn't know anything about days, certain days of the month of the week, and who proclamated these days? Like who said, you know, today we gonna call this?
It was like Born Home had Born Home Day.
But what was that the day that Born Home was built? That's why y'all doing it on that. I mean, what
This
consummated
really
the day is what I'm trying to ask.
You, huh?
This is a little bit. I'm trying to see what made the day the day. What happened on this day to make it Born Home's Day? Somebody just break it down to me like fractions, and I'm gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next topic.
We can move on because somebody else got to tell you.
I'm just asking you. Well, I mean, Slick said we have to celebrate our togetherness and love. Okay, I get that.
He want to know, why did the days get started though?
I'm asking who picked that day to celebrate. Who said? I'm sure all y'all involved. I'm sure everybody in that neighborhood, they come together and say, "This the day we gonna celebrate." No, that didn't happen. So I'm just trying to figure out who came up with the day.
I don't know. Hell, you would have been hell if the parks were still popping like they used to be.
Yeah, I'm concentrating on the day. We'll get on the parks another day.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out who came. That's all I'm trying to do. Who came up? Who voted on the day? Like
I don't know
in each neighborhood that y'all have a day.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta have a organization that came together and said,
Yeah,
hey,
because DeKalb County, like in DeKalb County, like Decatur and all them, they had their own
Decatur
day. It ain't Decatur Day,
or
but
Glenwood Day,
yeah, they had their own day.
Gresham Park Day.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out, and you can't tell because you don't know.
I ain't never gave a shit. I just showed up.
But you probably should.
Why?
Just so we can know. That's
so you can know.
No, so you can know too. You just don't willy-nilly just go out and celebrate days you have no clue of what you celebrate.
I never grew up in none of these places, so I just show up and party. I didn't grow up in none of the days.
Well, anyway, they said Born Home Day was this weekend.
Okay.
Congratulations to the people born home. They said it had a massive turnout. Bankhead was like old Freakney, cruising down the street and everything.
Wasn't that last weekend?
That was this weekend.
What? Who had the shootings last weekend? Somebody had the shootings at the
I don't know what day that was.
Last weekend had a day and they had a whole bunch of shootings or something going on.
I don't know what day that was.
Okay.
I'm talking about the day that happened Saturday.
Okay.
Friday and Saturday, which was Born Home Day from what I understand.
Okay.
So, anyway, they said it was like old Freaknik, like 94, 95. You know how y'all love Freaknik in Atlanta. Y'all can't seem to let it go. You know how y'all love it.
Days.
I didn't come down here when Freaknik was going on, so.
You didn't?
No, I didn't come down here to 2000s.
Oh, man.
Freaknik was already done when I got here.
You missed it.
Nah, I'm good.
You missed the
I'm
time.
good. I mean, I've seen enough people walk around with snakes and stuff. I'm good. Moving on.
It was a time.
It was a good time.
It was a good time.
I heard it was.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Moving on. I just wanted to throw that question out there because we was segueing to the next topic.
Okay.
All right,
the Freaknik was a time.
Y'all old niggas need to move on, man. Like real deal.
It would never, no matter how many times people try to celebrate or whatever, Freaknik would never be another Freaknik.
It shouldn't. It probably shouldn't. I mean, y'all getting into y'all 50s now. I can't see.
But I'm saying, like, the young kids, they're trying to.
No, they don't celebrate like that.
Yeah, they can never do a Freaknik.
No.
Freaknik would never be.
And y'all won't let it go, so y'all won't let them have it. 'Cause y'all be trying to tell them how to do it right. So, nah, we good. They good on that. Y'all be instructing them. When we was doing the Freaknik, we did a such and such. They like, what?
They just can't do it right.
They won't try because y'all won't let them.
Yeah, they just fuck it up.
Okay, move. Okay.
All right, what we was talking about?
I don't know. We hadn't got to the next subject yet. What's the next on your list?
Oh, the shooting, the little boy
In Chicago?
in Chicago.
Where his mama told him to come into the store and shoot the guy with punched her in the face.
Yeah.
Now, I saw the video. He shouldn't have punched her like that. Like, he punched her like
He punched the shit out of
He
her.
punched her twice in the
Back
snot
into the wall.
Right. So, I don't know, as a guy, as a man who comes from domestic violence with my mom, I probably would have popped him.
So, let's get some backstory on this for maybe people that don't know. It's a 14-year-old boy who just graduated middle school, going to the 9th grade, was an honor roll student. Made all A's, honor roll, did fantastic in school. Wasn't in trouble, none of that. And this is from social media. If you see him, the little boy, he looked like he was a smart kid, didn't get in trouble. Him and his mom went to a restaurant, you know the spot, went to go get something to eat. He's sitting in the car waiting on his mom to come back out and get something to eat. The mom gets to arguing with a guy inside the restaurant. She texts him and tells him to come inside the restaurant with the gun. While he's standing there, the mom and the guy arguing. The guy punches the mom twice. It ain't no light punch either. He punched her like she was. You
heard the punch.
And like she was a nigga in the street. Like he was going for all out blows on her. The mama then tells him to shoot him. He shoots the guy, and then she tells him, from everybody's accounts and her account or whatever, to keep shooting him until he kills him. He kills the guy, and then she then tells him to kill the witnesses that was egging the guy on in the restaurant. He didn't shoot nobody else. He only shot that guy. She tells him to get in the car, and they leave. The police put out a warrant out for them arrest or whatever, and they go turn themselves in. They're now charging her and the boy for murder.
Right.
So it's like, what, as a 14-year-old boy, or any kid, boy or girl, what would you do in a situation like that? Would you defend your mother? Not defend your mother? Just take the one shot, not take a shot? Like, how, like, I know the mother is in the wrong, point blank, period, because she should have never told that boy to get out the car with that gun.
Right.
So all the blame is on the mother.
Right.
But at this point, when he does follow the instructions of his mom, get out the car with a gun, because he's listening to his mom, at what point what should he have done? Should he have not listened to his mom? Should he got out the car? As a 14-year-old, what do you do?
Well, as a 14-year-old, like I said, as a 14-year-old who has witnessed my mom get beat by a boyfriend, I don't know if this was a boyfriend or not. This might have been straight, which is worse.
From all accounts, it was a stranger.
Right. Once I saw him hit her, once me, this is DJ Lab speaking from my perspective and my experiences dealing with domestic violence and my mother. She wouldn't have had to tell me, to be honest. She wouldn't have had to tell me. Granted, she told him to get out the car, and that's how he saw it. But once I saw it, there was nothing she could do to prevent me from doing it. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at that point, you'd have punched my mom in the face twice.
Right.
Like a man, so hard, there would be no stopping me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think once he's, and I don't know him, I don't know his psychological makeup, but once any child, when it comes to their mother, and you see, especially a male child, and you see them being beaten on or hit or something like that, you're going to want to defend them. Your natural instincts is to defend them. So once you see it's happening, my next instinct would have been what I need to do to make sure to get him off of, for one, and for two, to make sure he don't do it again. I'm just being 100% honest with you. But that's what I would be thinking. So I don't know. I mean, I've hit a guy in the back of the head with a baseball bat before.
So I think maybe they should charge the mother with murder because the mother had the intent, and maybe drop him down to manslaughter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he should be charged with murder.
And once the point that she kept telling him to keep shooting him, to keep doing what he was doing, then it crosses a line a little bit, I guess. But as a child at 14, you're scared, for one, and for two, you don't want nobody hitting on your mama.
Right.
I'm just sorry.
And that's why I said it should drop to manslaughter, because murder. The difference between murder and manslaughter is the intent.
Right.
And so she had the intent for something to happen to him. Mm-hmm. He didn't have the intent. Right. He was following the instructions of his mom. And
even if he didn't have the intent, even if he wasn't following the instructions, once he saw his mom being beat up, the natural instinct is to defend defend your mom. So I'm being 100% honest. No male child, no wants to see their mother beaten. I don't care what kind of relationship you have with your mom. You don't want to see that, and you want to prevent that at all costs. I don't know. He may need to plead temporary insanity.
He need to do something. He needs a good lawyer.
He needs a good lawyer.
Yeah, he needs a good lawyer. And
I hope some crossed the line with the keep shooting him, but at that point that he saw her being hit, I mean, I probably would have blacked out.
Yeah. So that's why I think he should be charged with manslaughter, and I think the mother should be charged with murder because she told him.
It.
Yeah, she told him to come in before she even got hit.
Okay.
So, because you see, he was already there before she even got hit.
Right.
So she had the intent before it even crossed over.
Right.
That's why he was already there when he got punched. So she had the intent. He didn't have the intent. So murder and manslaughter is always based on the intent. Mm-hmm. So the intent, he didn't have it. But like you said, once it happened, she may not even had to tell him to do it.
Right.
He may have snapped anyway because, damn, you knocked the fuck out of my mom. You did it twice.
Right.
Like, he may have crossed the line anyway. Cause
right. And like I said, once you see it as a child, as a male child of your mother, once you see it, your natural instincts is to protect. Mm-hmm. So if she would have said it or not, if it was me and that was my mom, she would have said it or not, she wouldn't have had to say it. I'm being 100% honest with you. She wouldn't have had to say it. He would have got popped. I don't know how many times, but he would have got popped. There would have been no, oh, don't hit my mom. No. Yeah. There's to every action there's a reaction. Now they're to their action they're in jail. But at some point when you punch a woman in the face like a dude and the child sees it, I don't care how old the child is. I've seen babies try to protect their mom. You get what I'm saying? So at what point?
Who's that black Johnny?
Black Johnny Cage said, crazy to think she knew her son had a gun.
It wasn't his.
It wasn't his gun. It was her gun.
Yeah,
she was a licensed gun carrier, and she had a license to carry a concealed weapon.
Yeah, it was her gun she told him. She had it in the car. She told him to get it out the car and bring it in.
Right, so it wasn't his gun.
Right.
She probably had it in the glove compartment or something. He told him to get it out the glove compartment. Wherever it was, she told him to get it and come in with it.
Right. So
and I guess as he was walking in, the punches got thrown, and that was that.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's a hard pill to swallow. That's a hard thing for any child, especially a 14-year-old, to take. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
And just knowing, like, the Chicago prison system, and just know that boy can't. If he's been a good child and never been in trouble, just think that boy's life finna be fucked up. And I don't think. I'm just looking at it as he probably can't deal with jail. He probably had never had to deal with stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that whole.
As a mother, she should have been protective of him, too. Just like he would be protective of her. So she should have been protective of him.
Yeah. She probably should have said, give me the gun. Like, something. I don't know. Something else should have happened outside of him doing it. Because I'm just looking at him now. Mm-hmm. And knowing, like, now his whole innocence is finna be taken away from him.
His whole life is gone.
And his whole life is gone.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I just don't think she should have called him in to come to bring the gun. Especially she knew what was going on. But at the same time, dude, you hit a woman in the face like...
Yeah.
I don't know. There's really no... I don't know if there's really any right or wrong answer. I think the mother shouldn't have called him in, though.
Yeah, the mother should have never called him in.
Right. So, then they both could have walked away. Like, the guy who punched it, well, I mean, he's a girl, like... So
whatever y'all was arguing about, I don't think
in a restaurant like Maxwell Street, Polish sells super tacos and Polish hot dogs. What could you been arguing about so hard that it took a punch to her face, like?
And you lost your life over it.
Right. I mean, I heard him say, "Get your food," so she obviously ordered her food. So I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah.
Ain't no food
that important,
that good that I gotta be, oh my God, I'm finna punch out, and if push comes to shove, he will get less time.
She should have knew better in Chicago.
Not in Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. She should have known better in Chicago.
I mean, you have kids that age actually do unlike other kids that age, so.
Right.
Nah, not in Chicago. Yeah. Chicago like New York. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm finna say.
Police and the prison system in Chicago is just like New York.
Yeah, she should have known better in Chicago.
Especially black kids and our black youth up there in Chicago, they rough on them, man. They don't play no games with them.
They going, and the only way she could have not thought that she had just moved there from Mississippi or some shit.
Right.
But kids in Chicago, they going down.
Yeah, they going down Chicago.
They don't give a damn.
Born and raised in Chicago, I can attest to that.
You could be 5 years old. You is going to do 30, 40, 50 years.
They don't pull no punches in Chicago. They don't care nothing about all that.
Yeah. They don't give a shit. That's why I say he going to lose his innocence. He going to lose everything. Mm-hmm. He lost his whole life.
He should get a good lawyer, though, that somebody that can get him less time. I think he going to get time, but I don't know. If he get a decent lawyer, he can get a little less time. He might not be in there forever. He might not be in there for life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We all react on emotions. So the guy was already threatening her. So she said, "Come here with my gun, cause he threatening me." So
I would like to know what led up to. Like you said, it's a sandwich shop. What the
Right. It's a hot dog place. Like it ain't filet mignon they serving in that place. It's hot dogs and hamburgers. Like, it's not like if she took your $200 Wagyu beef or something. It's a $5 hot dog at that. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get what the big deal was. Like,
and then I'm noticing it's a lot of people out here just killing family members. Like, you got the girls in Mississippi, siblings that killed some cousins.
Mm-hmm.
You got the sisters that killed their mama in South Georgia and in Mississippi. They just out here just
Killing folks.
and they killing their family members though.
I think the problem we have is that a lot of people need to get themselves together.
Wait.
They need to get right with the Lord, because man, we at that time. You know, they say every great civilization has its breaking point, and we might be at our great civilization breaking point. Every civilization has a breaking point. Think about all the great civilizations over time: the Mayans, the Egyptians, the Greeks, the Romans. You know,
What are we?
we are Americans, but I'm just saying, like, we're a great civilization now. We're strong. So all those civilizations were strong, and they
Okay.
had a point to where they broke, and they dissolved. You know, that they collapsed. We are probably at a collapsing point.
Yeah, because I'm seeing so many family members killing their family members. I'm like, they be like, they gonna ask me to go to a barbecue. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm kind of shit.
Right. Right. No family reunions for you.
I don't know. I'm kind of leery
It
now.
all depends, though. Like, I just think people going crazy. I really believe that people are going crazy. It's either in the air or it's in the food. One of the two.
Just like Miss Eli had posted about, you know, friends being jealous of you and you not even know it.
Right.
And like I had came back, I was like, I had that same situation.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, cut off people. And you be like, wait a minute. You be flipped up on sides your head. You be like, wait a minute, how this happen? I'm just out here. You jealous? Where this come from?
Right.
You don't even be knowing. And like, I've opened my eyes ever since that girl, what was she in? Dominican Republic, Mexico, the girl that they ain't
Right.
never did nothing about. Her
Right.
friends killed her out there. Man, that opened my eyes so much.
Friends are overrated. I don't
Not
have
just-
any. I have associates. I don't call them.
Here we go with you and your
Friends.
non-trusting ass.
But look, it's benefited me. You're not gonna catch me in no bullshit. You're not gonna catch me in no. I'm limiting my access.
You
People-
and Slick are friends.
Yeah,
You and Mix a lot of friends.
we are. They might decide to take me out. I don't know.
So you do have friends.
Okay, all right, a few.
Okay, so there you go. Let's clarify.
A few.
All right. I said I got a few too.
My circle.
Not you over here trying to do the
I'm trying to show you how big it is. It's little. It's a little circle. Like it's a virgin circle. You ain't getting none in that circle. It's like a booty hole circle. It's not big at all.
It depends on who booty hole is.
Right, I'm telling you. It's an exit only.
It's an exit only?
circle. So
Okay.
yeah, you're right. We do have friends. Like I do have friends like those few. I consider you a friend. Yeah.
I got to the friend circle. I'm in the
Like
friend.
right there at the door.
I'm at the door. Oh shit! I'm at the door. Slick, you heard
You ain't in
that?
the circle yet.
Slick, I'm
You
at the door.
You still got to knock on the door to get in.
Slick, I'm at the
See,
door.
but Miss Lot and Slick can come on in.
Yeah, y'all been knowing
They
each other
gotta
like
open up the
longer.
door and they can come on in. But see, you got to knock first. You got to.
Slick, I'm at the door.
But don't do nothing funky. And then I'll be like, you know what? I ain't fucking with her no more. It don't take much from me. It don't take much from me.
I understand.
I am a very funny acting person. I
No
ain't gonna
shit.
even lie.
It
It don't take much from me. It could be something you say. I'm like, what the fuck?
I could just be getting something out my eye. You were like, fuck her. I don't want to talk to her no more.
Right. Right. So as long as you know, we good. But anyway, yeah, I think it's a case of I think everybody going crazy. I really do. I think we have to get to a point to where we have to realize that, and I think they want us to be this. We have to be good with ourselves, by ourselves. We got to be good by ourselves.
And people are not good. I thought the pandemic would have helped people. I think the pandemic fucked more people
Made
up.
it worse, didn't it?
Yeah, I think the pandemic made it worse.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think when you in the house by yourself for that amount of time, for that long, cracks in your armor starts to show.
Thank you, Slick.
I ain't got that far yet, Slick. Anyway, but yeah, I think that it it showed cracks in a lot of people's armor. Because you think about people who have to live with friends, who have to be around friends all the time, who needs friends in their lives in order to feel special. You know what I'm saying? That happened. Like, you notice, like, all the friends. I'm gonna give you a good example. When that happened, you notice all the friends you used to see on the weekends and all that. You thought they was your friends, but then on the pandemic, how you ain't seen them, but they didn't call you either. They ain't call, check on you. None of that stuff happens.
I ain't had that problem because I ain't had no friends.
My
friends.
But you get what I'm saying, though.
Yeah.
Like, all the friends, we turned up for the weekend, blah, whatever they do. But when the pandemic happened, there was no weekends. How many people of those friends actually called each other to see how was each other doing? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if I gotta call you all the time to say what's up to you, I'm not gonna call you. I might do it once or twice, and then when I see that I'm the one doing all the calling, I don't call no more. Because I don't feel like I'm begging you.
You like Busta Rhymes?
What you mean?
So you didn't see the interview Busta Rhymes
No.
did? Okay. So Busta was like, if he called you or he send you a text, and if you take more than an hour to respond, you are not his friends or something like that. Like, you can't take a long time to call him back. You can't take like 4 and 5 hours to respond back to him, because he was like, it doesn't take long. It doesn't take that much, because people are always in their phone.
Right.
So why couldn't you respond back to me? He was like, if he fuck with you, you fuck with him. If it take you too long to respond back to him, he ain't fucking with you no more.
Right.
I was like,
I get that, but I don't have a time frame.
Busta got a timeline.
Like, if I text you and it's like 2 or 3 days and you don't text me back, I won't text you no more. Or I won't even answer your text when you find deuces text me back. But if I call you and we talk, then the next day I call you and we talk, and then I say, well, let me. And 2 or 3, 4, 5 days go by and you don't call me to see how I'm doing, I'm done with you. Because obviously you don't care. I'm calling you more than you calling me. Now I feel like I'm begging you to be my friend. And guess what I don't need? I don't need no friends. And I damn sure don't need nothing I gotta beg. So, that's how I test motherfucker. I call you. What's up, man? How you doing? I'm good, blah, 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 blah. Wait a day or two. Call you back. What's up? You good today? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And I'll stop calling and see if you gonna call. And if you don't call me or don't text me or nothing, I'm good. I'm good. I've been the only child a long time. I'm good.
I was finna say that's like an only child syndrome.
You think so?
Yeah. Cause I'm not the only child, but I was the only child at home. So I could, like, people say they can't go out by themselves. I can go out by myself.
Right.
I could kick it by myself, and I could be at home by myself. And I think it's because I was the only child. Like, I would go over my friend's house when I wanted to be with my friends. I didn't really have a lot of friends come to my house. Like, every now and then I would invite them over, but for the most part, I always went to all my friends' house.
Right.
Because I was used to being at home by myself.
Right.
So, yeah, I could be at home just kicking it and chilling by myself and be perfectly motherfucking fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's always been so hard for me to reconnect with somebody else, as you say. But anyway, we're gonna digress from that.
Yeah, we're gonna digress from that right now. We might come around. We might circle the block on that one back a little bit later.
But that's what Busta said. If it take you a long, he said in the same day. He don't give a damn about tomorrow.
Right.
He talking about he giving you a couple of hours in that day. If you take a couple of hours, he said, because everybody is always in their phone, which he is correct.
Well, I'm gonna veer away from that, because it'd be times like if I'm watching TV or something, or if I'm reading, I set my phone down. I do not answer it. I do not look at it. What I do is, Slick room's upstairs, so I go watch TV in her room with her and sit on the couch, and I leave my phone downstairs because I want in my room downstairs because I want to watch TV and enjoy TV. And it may be 2-3 hours before I come back to that phone, because I don't want to look at. I don't want to be looking at the phone and not paying attention to what's going on, especially if it's a good show or something. So I do leave my phone downstairs. I've left my phone in the basement and forgot it after doing the show. So, and if you text me and it's 3 hours, I may say, "Oh, my bad. I left my whatever." But I don't judge it by the text part. I used to, but I don't judge. But I judge it by if I'm calling you to see how you doing and you don't make an effort to call to see how I'm doing. I'm good. I'm good with you.
No, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because I know people do set their phones down. They may be cooking. Stuff happens. Like, leave your phone in the car. I leave my phone in the car all the time. I get out, cause I set it right there in the cup holder. I get out, get all the bags out, go in the house, close the door, and then 2 hours later, I'm like, where's my phone at? It's still in the car. So I know that happens. But if I call you today, see how you doing, call you the next day, see how you doing, then you can let a whole week go by and not call, see how I'm doing. Yeah, we not friends. I get it. I'm going to take that non-response as a no.
Well, me and my friends, we don't talk every day. So, like, me and Mix-a-Lot, we don't talk every day.
Right.
Me and some of my other friends, we don't talk every day because we be lifing.
No, not them. You don't have to talk every day, but let's say if you call Miss Mix-a-Lot or you call Slick and y'all talk blah, 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 and you call, see how they doing. And then 3 weeks go by, they don't call, see how you doing that one time. And you done did it a few times.
I know which one of my friends is gonna do it and which one of my friends ain't.
But that's the point. They should all do it. They should all, if they're your friends, they call and they got your back, they should all do it. Like, I don't get the whole, like, I have friends in Chicago, and I might call and talk to them every now and then, but since we've been apart so long, our connection is not as deep as it was before. You get what I'm saying? But if I was still there, living there, I'll drop by, I call. This would be probably every other day thing, because that's how.
Oh, no.
You get what I'm saying? But since I'm here in Georgia, I really don't have friends like that. Because for one, it's hard to really make new friends at a certain age. Like, what the fuck I'm calling this nigga for? Like, you get what I'm saying? So I just judge it by that, because.
Oh, no. I don't. I know I have my Mix-a-Lot friend, Mix-a-Lot, and my other homegirl. They're real busy. Mm-hmm. So when we hit up. But I know if I need them, they will drop everything and come for me. Mm-hmm. But I don't look at it like that.
But you put a time frame on the Texas, though.
I didn't. Busta Rhymes did. I don't. Busta Rhymes did that.
I thought you said you put a time frame on the Texas, like if they don't text you back.
No, that's what Busta Rhymes did.
Okay.
I don't.
So you don't even care if they text you back in the same day? Okay.
Because they know if I need them, I'm going to keep calling until they answer the damn phone. Or I'm going to put out a SOS or some shit.
Okay.
Like, that's what it is. Like, but, and then I have another homegirl. She may not answer the phone, but she know the third, like I give her 3 days for her to call me back. If she doesn't answer the phone on on the fourth day, I have to go in her house and make sure she ain't dead.
Oh, damn. Right.
Because she be so busy, and she like you. She'll lay her phone down, and she'll go unplug her home phone because she don't be wanting nobody to call. So she'll go unplug the home phone and forget to plug the home phone back up. And then she'll go lay her cell phone down, and she gets so busy and she'll forget to go. So she knows she has a 3-day turnaround from the first day I call her to the third day. She don't respond back my phone call on the fourth day. I'm going in the house to make sure I ain't smelling nothing.
Okay, I get that. Now see, but that's okay.
So I don't put a time frame on it, but I only got I only got 5 friends though. So, and then you, and then Slick, like, I don't got friends.
Slick say Lab is telling lies. If Lab miss a call or text, it's okay. But if you miss his text or call, he hot. He better want to delete your number and shit. Yeah, after a few days, if you don't text me back, I'm be good on you. I'm not gonna delete your number, but I'm be like, I ain't fucking with you, like, cause I just said that though, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just said exactly what you said. I'm good on you.
He don't give a damn. He mix your shit, but you can't mix his shit, which is a problem. But
right, because I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about the person I'm texting. I'm talking about me.
He don't give a damn if you call him.
But I do. Hold on now. I said if I'm calling you to see how you're doing.
But how do you know if that person don't feel the same way you feel? Like, how do you know?
Because they can feel the same way, but I've done the calling.
Right.
The last person
to call, I call you,
the next person that needs to call that person back.
No. So,
I'm the last person called.
Okay, listen. So if I text you, so say if I was that person that texts you, and you don't win 3 or 4 hours and you didn't respond. So I did it this Sunday, and then I do it again. So not Sunday, Saturday. So say if I did it on Saturday, and you say you upstairs watching TV, and you don't wait 5 hours to respond to my shit, or it's nighttime and you don't fell asleep and you don't respond to my shit to Sunday, but then you don't respond to late on Sunday because you're doing all the radio shows.
Okay.
Fuck you, I ain't finna call you back no more either.
Okay, see, we on the same page.
But how do you know people don't feel the same way you do?
They can. I'm not saying they can't. I've never one time
Slick,
said
get your friend.
that they can't. I just said what I do. I can't say what they
is very petty as a motherfucker.
They can do that. I applaud them they can do that. Yes, they can. They're entitled to do exactly what you just said. I have no qualms about that.
Petty
but we
motherfucker.
talking about me.
Petty and a motherfucker.
Exactly. I have standards that I have to live by, and those standards is I obey nobody. Huh?
Them is not standards.
Them are great standards.
Them is you being a petty boots.
We're not gonna agree on this. Anyway.
I got somebody on my side.
Slick don't answer her phone at all, period. So I used to tell her all the time, I said, when I call you, I know you be looking at my number going, this nigga.
Petty boots.
Or text, when I text, I'm like, I know you look at my text and be like, this nigga. And
Petty
set
boots.
it down. Yeah.
Hey, but we do have a phone number for you all to call in if you would like to join in this conversation. 678-740-9894. Please call in and tell Labs he is petty as a motherfucker.
You know how to... Yeah, tell me that. Especially if you call yourself my friend, you don't call me. Tell me. Tell me. I want to hear from you. She said it's a double standard as fuck with Lab.
We know Labs is double standards on everything.
It's not a double standard.
It is. Your whole life is a double standard.
It's not. It's not a double standard. It is. This is how I do business.
This is called double standards.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. What's our next? What else we got to talk about? Because we all not going to agree to this subject right here. It seems that y'all think I have a double standard, and I don't. I have a standard.
You have a double standard. You
Okay.
want to do a mix?
Huh?
Would you like to do a mix?
I don't.
Get out your feelings and do a mix.
I don't do no damn mix.
Get out your
We ain't
feelings.
mixing today. We is talking about double standards that y'all think I have that I don't have. Because we just not. Hold on, I got to get my music together. Because now, now my feelings hurt. Trying to double standard me.
Okay.
Hold on. Nah, they acting right.
Petty boots over there.
So what's our next topic when we come back? What we going to talk about?
I don't know.
You had some more. Have you been on a date this week? No, you ain't been on no date.
I went on some dates last week. We can do my dating chronicles. My dating chronicles.
Let's do your dating chronicles since we ain't, hold on. It's acting up, sorry. Yeah, we can do your dating chronicles. You see how that goes. We can't have no talk. We can't have no dead air.
Can't no dead air. What?
No dead air. Oh, somebody said something. Somebody had something to say?
No, I was reading a text message.
Oh, yeah, I did a house event on Friday.
Yeah, that was the other topic. The algorithms.
Oh.
So I don't get y'all stuff. Even though I be liking everything and I be posting the stuff, I don't get it until like the next day. Like I be missing it. So
yeah.
Cause I be wanting, cause I was like, damn, Lab finally did the shit on a Friday night. I could have went.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, but I didn't see it until Saturday morning at 2 o'clock. It didn't roll to my timeline. Yours and Miss A Lot rolled at the same time.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know what it is. And I be getting people shit that I don't even fucking follow on my timeline. They things be inundated on my timeline. I don't even know who these people are.
Right.
But the people I follow, I don't get it until the shit done pass. I'm like, wait a minute, this is a day old. And I'm like, this is 2 days old. I'm like, what is this?
I think a lot of times you have to be on Instagram more. I don't know. I don't know what the algorithm's going through now, but yeah, it's real funky. It's real funky. It's like on my page, on DJ Lab page, I get a lot of stuff that be old too, and then a lot of times I get stuff from the same people. Like when I go up my scroll up, it's the same people. I'm like, why am I getting posts from this same person 15 times in a row. Like,
I was
and
like,
it
wait
be
a
different posts, but it's like,
right. And I'm like, wait a minute. And then, like, I was like, damn. I was like, he finally did. Because I missed last Friday. I was like, okay, when he do another Friday, I'm going to go. And then the shit posted at 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like,
yeah,
this
it was
is...
over about it.
I was like, this is a bullshit. I was like, Instagram don't want me to be great.
Yeah.
I was like, but I'm noticing that. Because I'm noticing a lot of the people I actually follow and I'm actually friends with, their stuff is coming to my page late. And people, like, I'm not following. It was like, follow. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Right.
And it'd be like if you like something, that shit will come to my page. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck this is. Why is this on my timeline? Why
They're giving you suggestions.
I don't want suggestions. Let me see the people I follow so I can see they shit. Let me see that shit.
You have to keep, what I've done, start doing is refreshing. From when I first opened up my Instagram, I refresh it, and some people pop up and I unlock their stuff. Then I refresh it again, and some more people pop up and I like their stuff that I follow. But just to open it up and start doing it, I don't think you're gonna get people you follow. You're gonna get suggestions and advertisements.
This is some suggested bullshit.
Right, like a lot of times, like I'll get people like I was like, I don't follow this motherfucker, like, and then I'll look at it, say, and they have it in the corner say follow. And I'm like, no, they suggesting this to you, since you like stuff like this who you may want to follow, because they do stuff like you like. You get what I'm saying?
No, I be like, who the fuck is that? And I see one of my friends don't like they shit. I'm like, wait a minute, why is that on my timeline?
So they say the pastor who killed his wife in front of his kids, then shot himself. I ain't heard that story.
I ain't heard that story either.
That's a story, Slick. When that happened?
When that happened, Slick?
Because I ain't heard that at all.
That was somebody that didn't hit my timeline because of this algorithm.
Well, yeah, I ain't heard nothing about it. It didn't hit my algorithm either. It didn't hit my timeline either, so I ain't hear about it.
Where was this at, Slick?
Well, anyway, we'll let her. So let's talk about your dating chronicles. So how's it been? How's dating been for you?
It's rough out here.
Is it a rough world? It's like it's rough dating, like seriously?
Seriously, it really is. So I got a new batch this week. So my original one, he's still there. So I keep him until I can find somebody permanent.
Is this the original one that you was gonna get rid of a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, so he's still there.
You slid him back on in though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I need, I gotta keep a rotation. I gotta keep him. So let me tell you about the conversation me and him had.
Okay.
So we had a conversation. I was asking him, I said, do you want to be friends with benefits? He said, I thought that's what we were. I said, you did? He said, did you think I was your man? I said, no, I ain't think that. I said, so what is friends with benefits for you?
Right.
He said, me and you friends, and we benefiting. I said, oh, okay. I said, that's what that is? He said, yeah. Cool. I said, so I can have other benefits and you can have other benefits.
Right.
He said, nah. I said, whoa, wait a minute.
Right.
9, what'd you say? 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Wednesday in
Louisiana.
Louisiana. I guess that's what the pastor that shot us.
Oh.
I'm gonna look it up.
Okay. And he said, I said, oh, okay. He said, nah. I said, nah. What we talking about? He said, I'm not benefiting with nobody else. I said, you was benefiting with somebody else.
Right.
He said, no, I wasn't. I said, yes, you was. I said, cause remember, I asked you, and you said you was. I said, when we had our 4-week hiatus,
right,
you went with benefiting with somebody else.
Right.
He said, well, I'm not anymore. I said, oh, you didn't like them, huh?
Uh-huh.
So now you back over here.
Right.
You realize I ain't as crazy as you thought I was.
Right.
Got it. He said, well, I'm not benefiting with them while I'm benefiting with you. I said, okay. He said, but I don't like to share. I said, oh, so you think I want to share?
Right.
Where they do that at? I said, so what is your friends with benefits?
So it says an alternated benefits, like this 4 weeks you on, and the next 4 weeks that other person on.
I said, so clarify. He said, well, if you want to have benefits somewhere else, then we can't benefit no more. I said, wait a minute. I said, but you had a whole benefit session over here.
Right.
and you didn't let me know what was going on. So what had happened was, you remember that day we talked and he got mad?
Mm-hmm.
So he got mad and decided he was just going to go somewhere else.
Right.
And I was like, so you thought you hurt me? You hurt yourself because it didn't work out in your favor, bro.
Right.
I said, okay. So now you back.
And I'm supposed to be exclusive.
I said, so what we doing? He said, well, I said, so I can have friends.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah. I said, as long as I don't get them a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
He said, yeah. I said, so does this friends with benefit lead to anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Are we leading to a relationship? What is this leading to?
This is forever being friends with benefits.
I said, are we forever benefiting? What are we doing?
Right.
He said, yeah, we trying to see if we like each other and see if we can lead to a relationship. What? This is your definition of friends with benefits. He said, yeah. I said, interesting. I said, okay. He said, what? I said, this is why people need to have conversations.
Mm-hmm.
I said, this is why the women in your previous things have went crazy and stalked you and all this other stuff. I said, because you do not be clear in what you want.
Right.
I said, because, sir, this is not friends with benefits.
Right.
I said, that's not what this is.
Right.
I said, because everybody else, other friends with benefits, is I'm benefiting, you benefiting. We ain't even trying to see if this could lead into a relationship.
Right.
I said, but you are actually dating. Me and you are actually dating, sir.
Right.
I said, but you're calling it friends with benefits because we're actually friends. I said, you don't have a clear understanding what this is. I said, but I'm going to let you call it what you want to call it. I said, since that's what your definition is.
So you should have asked him what happens when I cut the benefit part off and just see how we get along as friends before we benefit some more.
He said, we could be just friends if I wanted to just be friends. I said, but then you're going to have your attitude again?
So what if I benefit with somebody else, though? Like, you should ask him,
So if I go benefit with somebody else, I can't come back and benefit with him.
But what if he decides he want to benefit with somebody else?
Oh, he ain't coming back again.
Did you tell him that?
I did.
So does he know you dating, still fine looking on the sites? Because did he tell you to cut that off too?
So that's how we got to where we are. I said, do you realize you initially said for me to come off the dating sites, right? He said, yeah, I remember that. I said, so why did you think I was coming off the dating sites?
Right.
I said, what did you think was happening? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, you see how the confusion comes into play?
Right.
I said, because you're not clear in what you really want. I said, hence me telling you wasn't ready for a relationship in the beginning, sir.
Right.
I said, remember me telling you that, sir? I told you this, sir.
Right.
I said, so I can have friends. You can't have friends. We gonna benefit each other. I said, and then when you decide that you want to have a benefit with somebody else, you got to let me know this, sir.
So I can move on.
So we can make have another conversation, sir. He said, okay. He said, you gonna tell me? I said, yeah. I said, cause I just don't be out here benefiting with people.
Don't benefit with people.
I just don't.
You don't just be giving benefits out.
I don't just be giving out benefits, sir.
Right.
I said, so we got to have a clear conversation again, sir, whenever you decide you want to benefit with somebody else. I said, so we on the same page now, sir?
But he was like, we was not together for 4 weeks. What am I supposed to do for 4 weeks?
But we wasn't together because you caught an attitude.
So what you think would have happened if you would have said, well, I was benefiting too.
Oh, he would have lost his shit.
And I was benefiting good.
He would have lost his shit.
You think so?
Yeah.
He should have tested and see what happened.
He would have lost his shit.
But you were benefiting.
No, I would.
Oh, dang, you should have been.
I would. I be dating.
So he expect you to be secure and him benefiting with somebody else, but he gonna lose it if you benefit.
He didn't want to tell me he was benefiting with somebody else. Like when I asked him if that man could have fell out the window and took off running, he didn't want to tell me.
Well, what made him tell you?
Because I was like, we're intimate. And I said, you have to be honest with me. Or I said, or this stops now. I said, you have to be honest with me. I said, you can't lie.
Right.
I said, so lie to me if you want to. I said, you can't lie. I said, so you need to be honest. He said, yeah. Then when I tell you he wanted to just jump out the window. Cause I could tell when he don't want to answer a question, cause he'll ask the question 3 times. I said, my question didn't change. I only speak English. I'm not from another country.
Well, what'd you say? What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He's like, huh? He said, what you asking?
So are you gonna come off dating sites for him?
Oh, what?
No?
I didn't come off the last time.
But how are y'all gonna see if y'all can build a relationship if you...
He's not consistent.
Oh, okay.
If he becomes consistent, then yeah, but he's not consistent.
He off and on.
Yeah, he's off and on.
But what you do to cause him to be off and on?
He's not ready. Again.
Did he say that?
I'm telling him that he's not ready. And he made the statement, so he made a statement, and now I know why he's not ready. Because he made the statement while we was talking. He was just in a general conversation one day, and he said that why would you want to be with somebody that can't fully provide for you and me 100%? So that let me know that's his issue.
Yeah, but that's an issue that could be solved.
That's his issue. That ain't my issue.
That's not something you require. Anyway.
That's not. And I told him, I said, that's not something I require. I said, can you provide for yourself, don't you? He was like, yeah. I said, I've never told you I need you to provide for me 100%. I go to work every day.
How was that? Well, that might have been just an excuse.
No, I think because other people that he's dated, that was a requirement for them. And you know, a lot of women require that. A lot of women
gonna find themselves lonely.
But in general, a lot of women require men to be able to provide for them 100%.
Shit, even if I could do it, I would.
Yeah, a lot of women require that.
I wish I would be a duck like that, provide for you 100%. I'm at work doing all I can, struggling.
Yeah.
You got Raheem in there in your sheets,
Yeah.
fucking the shit out you while I'm at work. I wish I would do that.
A lot of women do require that. And that's like when I'm talking to men, a lot of men are telling me that. So a lot of women that's their requirement in order to date them. And I was like, I ain't never asked you to, that's never been my requirement.
That's
I said,
why the dating site's so prevalent right now.
It is.
Single women.
I said, that's what you assume. I said, you provide for yourself, don't you? He was like, yeah. I said, you give me peace when I'm with you. I said, you provide for yourself. I said, I ain't never asked for nothing else from you.
Right.
And it was like, you could see like a release that came over him. I was like, because you never had the conversation with me, it was just something you automatically assumed
right.
Because other people you talk to.
Right.
But we're going to pause the dating chronicles. We're going to come back to this man shooting up the family.
Yeah, Slick said there's a black man with 7 wives and 7 kids living in the same house. Would you do that?
Fuck no.
No? I wouldn't do that either.
I don't care.
I don't want all them goddamn wives. Y'all some headaches. Who the fuck want all them goddamn women?
First of all, I don't want all them goddamn kids.
Well, they separate kids. Like, I'm quite sure they had, each one of them sound like they had a child or something.
First of all, can you imagine all them cycles, all them women,
right, that's what
all
I'm
them
saying.
hormones, all them emotions, everybody crying? No. I had to deal with my daughter, and that's enough for me.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with all them damn women. Like,
no.
That's a lot. That's a lot to deal with.
I got to deal with him and me. That's it.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that.
Nope.
So, but what if you got in a relationship with somebody and you loving this guy, like, oh my God, this is the best relationship you've ever been in, and then he say, hey, I want to bring Susie in and talk to us about maybe becoming a triple.
No.
But
I don't share.
Slick talked you into. Like,
I don't share. I throw sand. I don't play well in the sandbox. I throw sand.
So you wouldn't even consider it.
I won't even consider it.
And if that mouthpiece was the bomb.
The mouthpiece can't be the bomb.
Like he
can't. It ain't.
Well, here we go.
All right.
A Louisiana pastor shot his wife in front of his in front of the couple's 3 children before turning gun on himself inside a hotel in Mississippi on Wednesday. He has been named as some when you don't say his name, the lead pastor of Bright Morning Star Missionary Baptist Church in Pineville. So, but they don't say why he did.
Is this the pastor that had been doing all that cheating?
I don't know. Let's see.
Because one of them pastors out there have been doing a lot of cheating. I don't know. Allegedly.
Let me see. 2 days earlier, the pastor had posted a Facebook page. He appeared to share with his wife a photo of the 2 of them along with their 3 children. He tagged locations Hampton, where the shooting occurred. I may not be a perfect man, but I'll always be a family man, stated the post. So it don't say he must be still alive because they say he faces an aggravated assault charge.
Aggravated assault, but not murder? Did she not die either?
I don't think so because they say the children are under the custody of Child Protective Services now. So, yeah. The motive for the shooting was not immediately known. So that's another thing we just talked about. People shooting family.
I told you before.
That was his children and his wife.
No, he ain't killed the kids. He just shot her. He
Right.
shot them in front of the
Right.
kids. Them kids got to live up that for the rest of their life.
He shot her too, though.
Yeah, but I'm saying the
Right.
mental, because I had some, I don't know what they would be, but I have a sister-in-law who had her nieces and nephew that happened to them. Their father shot their mother in front of them. And the mental that went behind that.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
The mental that went behind that, it was a lot.
Yeah. So they gonna have a mental scar for a long time. A mental scar. That goes to, like I said, the world's coming to an end, man. Y'all better get it together. Get it together.
I don't know. All right, back to you, Slick.
She said friends with benefits is sharing.
It's not sharing because you ain't mine.
You don't think friends with benefits is sharing?
You're not mine.
How though? Y'all
You're not.
sharing.
You're not mine because if he go and get another benefit, he not mine no more. I'm not benefiting with him no more.
So, but y'all not each other's though either, right?
No, but once you go get another benefit, you no longer. I'm not benefiting with you anymore. He just don't know that.
Oh. I guess everybody had their own definition of friends with benefits.
Yeah. When he go tell me he want to go benefit with somebody, he not benefiting with me no more.
So that's over.
It's over.
He can't come circle block back around.
He can't
the
circle
benefit
block
with
back no more.
you. You might want to test the benefits out. Like, oh, I tried these benefits, but
He get a pass
once.
Because
Twice.
Not twice, because we didn't have a conversation.
Nah. But what if he comes to you and say, we just friends with benefits. I want to try these benefits.
Once he go
He
try
come
it.
tell you, though.
He go try it.
Just can't come back to your benefits.
He can't come back to my benefits.
Oh, okay. Well,
We
like I
just-
said, everybody has a different interpretation of
We just be
benefits.
friends. We just be friends at that point.
I think the dating now is very difficult than it used to be.
It is.
Because a lot of people do you find that a lot of people are not upfront, are not truthful?
They're not upfront. And that's what I was explaining to him. You just need to have the conversations in what you really want. And just be honest in what you wanting. Because a lot of women out here want what you want. But then that's why you had these women out here stalking you and following behind you and showing up in places they had no business being and almost getting their head blown the fuck off. Because they shouldn't have been, but they out here thinking you on some shit. They thinking they your woman and they ain't.
Right.
And I told him, I was like, you gonna fuck around, we're gonna be in the same place, and then you gonna see me show up with a nigga, and then your face gonna really be turned. Cause me and him hang out in the same places.
Right.
And I was like, you gonna fuck around and find out.
Right.
I ain't the mother women you was dealing with.
I'm not gonna sit around and wait on you.
I'm not gonna sit around and wait on you. But if you want to get your shit together, we can try to make this shit work. Cause
Right.
I like you. I really do like you.
Right.
But I ain't finna sit and wait on you either.
Right.
So we can do.
Decide to pick your poison.
You picking the lane. You finna draw your own straw. I ain't finna draw it for you. But yeah, I ain't got off the apps. I'm still out here dating.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people present an image that is not necessarily true to themselves, and it's hard stuff to wade through. It's hard to wade through all that crap. You know, it's just like even dating women. Now, I just can't date nobody.
Cause you have these petty ass fuck and trust issues.
I do have trust issues, and I know somebody gonna fuck them over. So I just try to stay out that. You know, I toss somebody $200 or $300. Let me tap that ass. Something that's easy, but that's no strings attached. Money's on the dresser. Keep it pushing, but not. Relationships are hard to come by. Relationships are hard to wade through. Why do you think people put all their business or go on social media before they do crazy stuff?
I think they be looking for help.
Help or attention?
Both. I think they be looking for somebody to come and rescue them. For shit like the pastor. I think a lot of people be looking for somebody to come and get them.
And help them out.
But people are so immune to shit that
they don't notice the signs.
Or maybe it's the algorithm. I don't know. Maybe the shit don't hit their page.
Right.
But people are so immune to shit. It's like, people don't, like he was saying, people don't check on nobody. People don't realize they strong friends are fucked up. And it was like people be ghosting shit and don't nobody be checking on nobody. Like if you go on TikTok, they had this thing that said post a video of you or post a picture of you when you was at your weakest point and nobody even noticed.
Right.
And a lot of time people don't notice because people are so engulfed in their own shit. Because a lot of time people don't know when people are fucked up.
Because a lot of times we fucked up too.
And but a lot of times people don't pay attention. I have a coworker at work. I noticed the way she changed the way she said good morning. The way she said good morning to me one day was off. And I called her. I said, "You okay?" She's like, "No, I'm not." I said, "You want to talk about it?" She was like, "No." I said, "Well, if you ever want to talk about it, just let me know." She was like, "I'm just going through a lot." She's like, "I got personal stuff going on. I got health issues going on." She was like, "But thank you for just asking me." She was like, "How did you know something was wrong?" I said, "The way you said good morning."
Right.
She said, "The way I said good morning?" I said, "Yeah, the way you said good morning to me." I said, "It wasn't the way you normally say good morning to me."
Right.
And she was like, "Damn." She's like, "You really be paying attention to shit." I said, "I do. I tell people I'm observant in a motherfucker, but people don't realize that."
And see, most people would have been like, "What the fuck wrong with that bitch?"
But
she said good morning like that, like fuck wrong with her?
Yeah, but I noticed it was the way she said good morning to me. And I was like, "You okay?" And she was like, "Nah." I was like, "All right." I said, "Well, if you ever want to talk, you know where I'm at." I was like, "I don't get in folks' business." So I know you, like, we only been knowing each other for like a year. So, but I was like, "We want to talk, you know where I'm at."
I think that's an issue too. Like say people go on social media, but they don't just tell their people that they be around. Like, they friends or some or associates that I'm going through this thing. Like, and it's hard for people to. I think it's hard for people to speak up on it. Like, if they're going through some issues, having some medical issues or some kind of issues like that, it's hard for them to tell somebody. It's probably easier for them just to go on social media and let somebody see it. Like, it's easy for, like, if I go on social media and say, such I'm having a bad day, and then somebody call me and say, "Yeah, all right." They you know, they call me. They started the interaction, so it's easy for me to let me talk now. But
if somebody see it though,
right? That's I mean, that's something you may have to deal with. But if I just call you up and say, "Hey, Kay, I'm having a hard time," the rejection part is what a lot of people don't want to deal with, because you may look, "I'm busy right now. Let me call you back." You know what I'm saying? Or what's wrong with you now? You know what I'm saying? So it depends. So a lot of people don't want to go through that rejection, so they'll post stuff on social media to get somebody, like you said, to get somebody to see it, to call them to see if they're okay.
And a lot of times people miss it.
People miss it. They'll miss it because the algorithm's messed up, or they scroll past it, or some people just get on there and like, get off.
Yep. Or some people just see the picture and don't even read the shit.
The caption, right.
Yep.
They'll like the picture, don't read the caption, move on to the next one.
Yep.
And if it's a picture that's not out of the normal, they just gonna like it. A lot of people can't read through pictures, can't read the picture and be like, K.I. up on the left side is up, raised, her eyebrow raised a little bit higher on this picture than it was on the last picture. It just don't work that way. Her eyes look a little like she been crying. People don't look at pictures like that like they used to.
So
yeah.
I think a lot of times, sometimes people be asking for help and don't know how to ask for help. Because there's so many motherfuckers that are depressed. And there's so many men.
Men's mental health is really, black men mental health is really a challenge. Because we don't necessarily, I don't think she said that. COVID brought a lot of shit to the surface that may not have come out. Yeah, that's true.
But it also took a lot of shit back. Like a lot of people started going to therapy during COVID.
Right.
But I don't think people kept it up.
You're right. And once the COVID was over,
yeah,
they went back outside.
They went back outside, and I don't think they kept their therapy up.
Yeah, but therapy, and I hope it's becoming less of a stigmata, but therapy in black neighborhoods is not something you talk about. A lot of people consider that to be weak, but I think therapy needs to be had because we deal with a lot of traumas. Not only just regular traumas, but everyday traumas. Getting back and forth to work is traumatizing. Sometimes trying to be at work and trying to keep a job is traumatizing. So there's a lot of things that we deal with that we don't necessarily address. We kind of just skim over it and keep it moving.
That was just like, not this week that just passed, but the previous week, my director and my other admin, like, I was going through it, and they was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No."
Right.
I was like, "I have not," and I was telling them just like that. I was like, "I have not had a vacation since December.
Mm-hmm.
I am tired."
Right.
They was like, "Okay." I was like, "I'm off Monday. I'm off Tuesday." I was like, "I'm tired."
Right.
And for them, they don't understand how I could be tired.
Right.
Because I'm like, I'm physically, literally tired because my director, she changed my hours. And I told her changing my hours was going to impact me. But for her mentally, she couldn't understand how my hours was going to change.
Right.
Because she thought it should have been better.
Right.
So I was getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was being at work at 5. So, but I would work to like 5 to 5 to cover her coming in.
Right.
But now I'm getting up at 5, and it's draining. You would think it would be better, but it's not, because now I'm dealing and coming into work in traffic.
Okay. Yeah, that's a headache.
That's a headache. So now I'm driving in traffic. I already drive to work an hour every day. So now I'm driving in traffic, and it takes me an extra 15 to 20 minutes to work every day.
Right.
So I'm driving into work in traffic, and then I'm staying to work till like 5:30 to 6 o'clock now to accommodate me
and
staying.
You're coming back in traffic.
And then I'm coming back in traffic, and then I'm trying to work out. So then I go to the gym to try to work out. I don't get home now till like 9 o'clock at night. So then I'm getting right back up at 5. So I'm tired. And then everything I do at work, I have to deal with her. I have to deal with the directors. I have to deal with the managers. And then I have to deal with these pissy people that don't like me also. And act like I'm like bubbly as a motherfucker. So I have to deal with all them people. And then still try to have somewhat of a life either after work when I don't go work out or either on the weekend. So I was like, I'm tired. And so the other admin, she works from home. She only comes in maybe 2 days a week. My director, she comes in when she want to come in, or either she works from home. Y'all don't have
the same problem.
The same problems I have. And then you all been here for 25 years, so y'all got way more vacation time than I have.
Right.
I'm like, I'm tired. So and then the admin from up north, she called me. She was like, "Hey, you messing up some stuff." I said, "I'm tired."
Right.
She was like, cause you usually be on point. I said, I'm tired.
D-I-R-E-D.
And so when I came back to work Wednesday, she's like, girl, she said, you took vacation? I said, yeah. She said, you sound so happy. She's like, you sound good. She's like, I can tell you got some rest. I said, yeah, I'm tired. And I said, I go on vacation in July.
Right.
I said, the end of the week of July. She said, what you doing? I said, I'm going on a ship. I said, I'm getting drunk every day. I'm sleeping.
What ship you going on? When you leaving?
July, we sell out July 28th. I'm going on Mardi Gras.
We leaving July 28th too.
Y'all going on the Mardi Gras?
I don't know what ship we going on, but we going on the cruise.
Slick,
When you come back?
August 5th.
Damn, you gonna be on the same ship as us.
Y'all going on the Mardi Gras?
I think so.
Slick, y'all gonna be on the Mardi Gras? Oh! I'm gonna be drunk every day. I got my
so.
drink
I don't
pack.
know if it's the same ship or not, but them the same dates we gonna be gone.
Yeah, I leave out on the 28th and I come back on the 5th.
Right.
I'll be drunk every day.
Y'all going like certain islands?
I'm going somewhere, I don't know.
It might be. I don't know. It might not be the same, but it's the same dates. Exactly the same dates.
Slick, where y'all going? So yeah, I'll be on the Mardi Gras, and I got my drink package. This is the first time my mom getting a drink package. So she finally, so I don't have to share.
So you gonna be drunk every day?
I'm drunk every day.
She says it's the same cruise.
We gonna have some fun.
Okay.
So yeah, I be on the cruise, and I got my drink package. I drink all 15 of my drinks.
And not the same day.
Fuck you. We get a 15 drink limit.
A day.
A day.
Okay.
And I drink all 15 of my drinks. Every day.
You gonna be toe up.
I will be.
That's what's up.
I will be. I need it. Because I don't want to get another vacation and probably to like December or something. December or January or
We're
something.
gonna be on the same cruise.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Don't act like y'all don't know me.
Nah, we wouldn't do that.
Because I'm going to be drunk. I'll be drunk.
Ain't that something?
Yep. I go out and I be on the little deck. I go to sleep with my drinks. I drink and go sleep. And I be at the casino. I go to the casino bar. Because this is the second time I've been on this ship. So I go to the casino bar because the casino bar is the only bar that stays open past like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
So I go to the casino bar and stay there till like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Drink.
Drinking.
Yo, 15 drinks. There you have it.
There you have it.
All right.
I get
We're
my.
not going to stay 2 hours today, y'all. We're going to do an hour and a half. We're going to go.
So, but yep.
Yeah.
That's my dating chronicles. But people are out here funny. I had a guy that was quoting the Bible to me last night.
Oh, that's not a good thing to do on a date.
We didn't go on a date.
I mean, just to start off the conversation.
Yeah.
What, did he thought that's what you like? Do your profile say Christian woman looking for a Christian man? Does it say that?
It does not. It does not. I was like,
Did he thought that was going to turn you on? I mean, I'm trying to think the logic of why he would.
It does not. And then he got to reading because he was like, we were trying to decipher between being loyal and faithful. And I said, I need somebody to be loyal to me because if you're loyal, you're going to be faithful.
Right.
So he went and got the dictionary and read the definition of faithful.
There's some real weirdos out here.
I was like,
that's a good debate. Like, you don't need to get the dictionary. That's just a conversation you have. Like, I think if you're faithful, you be loyal. And you be like, well, I think if you're loyal, you be faithful. And then just have a conversation.
Right. He went and got the dictionary. I said, I don't give a fuck what that dictionary say.
Oh, you cussing at the pastor.
Shit, he ain't no pastor.
He got the Bible on you. He got the dictionary on you. So you went on ahead and deleted him out your swipe left card, right?
I said, I don't give a fuck what that dictionary say.
And what did he say?
He said, well, I just be wanting people to know what, I don't give a shit. I'm going to tell you what I said, everybody has the right to have their own perception and their own opinion, correct? Right. I said, so I don't care.
We have free will.
How I live is, if you're loyal to me, you will be faithful to me.
Right.
That's it.
There's no gray area.
There's no gray area. Nah. He said, well, you can feel however you feel, and you can live by the definitions in the dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
However you want to live. That's on you, bro.
What about, okay, so that's that one guy.
And-
We've already talked about you having guys that just want sex, so we ain't going to talk
And
about
then
that.
I had a guy, I asked him, how did he know he was ready for a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
He said that was a good question. He didn't know. Sir, why the fuck you out here?
So he don't know that he's ready yet.
Yeah. He said, and then he came back and said, why you asking? Why am I asking?
Well, he might say, I'm not ready for that, I'm just ready to fuck. Maybe you should have said that.
Something other than why am I asking, sir?
You'd be surprised how many women say, good, I'm ready, that's what I want to do too.
I said, oh, why am I asking, sir? Because I'm trying to get to learn you and understand what we doing out here.
How your mental capacity
And
is.
then he went ghost. And then he went ghost for like 4 days. And then he texted me last night talking about, what's up, buddy? Bitch, I ain't your buddy.
Buddy.
I ain't respond.
See, I
ain't your buddy.
Right.
So
yeah. You should have text back and said, I'm busy fucking right now. I'll get back to you.
I ain't your buddy.
Buddy.
And then another guy I was talking to, I guess I hurt his feelings because he's a truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking yesterday, and he was like, you tell your mom you got a boyfriend? I said, when I get a boyfriend?
Right.
He said, well, me and you started talking. I said, you didn't unsingle me.
Right.
He said, uh-huh. I said, uh-uh. I said, first of all, we ain't even went on a date yet.
Right.
I said, we just been talking.
Weirdo.
He said, well, when I come back in, we're going to go on a date. I said, okay. He said, well, I'm not, I know. He was like, well, I was just joking. I said, okay. He said, so he said something. I said, let me tell you something. Do not ask questions you do not want to answer the answers to.
Right.
He said, are you talking to other people? I said, didn't we just go down this path? He said, you got other men? I said, first of all, I just told you I'm single.
Right.
I said, until somebody becomes very consistent in my life and decides they want to take me on a consistent date and be consistently in my life and wants to make me unsingle, I am single until then.
Right.
He said, so you dating other people? I am talking to other people like I'm talking to you.
Every day. Every day.
And then he got very quiet. I said, I assume you did not like the answer I just gave you,
right.
huh? He said, well, you said don't ask nothing to you that I didn't want to have the answer to. Point blank, there you have it.
Slick say them truck drivers be having other families in other places, in other states. Like they be gone for 3-4 weeks, but they be with their other family for them 3-4 weeks, and they come back and be with the person in like Georgia or be with you or something, and they gone again. You think that's true?
Sometimes.
All right, folks. Kay will be back next week, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. She be busy too, so don't let her fool you like she don't be busy. She be busy too.
I don't be doing nothing.
So
I make time for between the hours of 3 and 5 on Sundays.
Oh well, see, she just, hey, she just committed. That's the wrong thing to do to me, because now I'll be texting you like, where the hell you at? It's 3 o'clock. Sunday, it's 3 o'clock. Where you at? So you can't commit to me if you. Yeah, okay.
Because you petty as fuck.
I'm petty as a motherfucker. I am the pettiest of petty. When you look at the dictionary, be under petty, you see a picture of me like, hey, because I'm petty.
Yeah, you petty as fuck.
I'll be thinking of shit to be petty for.
Petty and don't have no trust.
There you have it.
Just bad combination.
All right. This has been Westside Misfits. Oh.
You would never know unless they get careless.
Oh, the truck drivers.
Oh, I'm observant as shit. You don't answer my phone call the right way. You be like, hello. No, nigga. Acting like you sleep. Bitch.
How they answer the phone?
Hello.
Like they sleep.
Like they sleep.
Sorry, I'm sleeping.
Nah, bitch. You don't answer the phone like that when you sleep.
Or you call them and they text you back.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah. Or we normally be on FaceTime and you don't answer. You call me back on regular. Nope.
You normally FaceTiming me and you don't do it. Yeah, something going on.
There's something going on.
There you have it. See, you think I'm petty? That's the shit I would say. See, that I would say some shit like, if I'm normally texting you or FaceTiming you and then you start FaceTiming me, that's a problem. So I would say that. So when you think I'm petty, you petty just as petty as me too.
I didn't say I wasn't petty.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I didn't say I wasn't petty.
Okay, cool. Right. We on the same page then, because if we normally doing some shit regular, and then you all of a sudden you stop doing that shit, then it's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna know you got something going on.
Yeah. Like my friend, when I FaceTime him in the morning and he don't answer the phone, oh, that's how I knew some shit was popping off in them 4 weeks.
Right.
Because I FaceTimed him one morning and he didn't answer the phone. Oh, okay.
But he usually does.
Yeah.
It's not something out the norm that he normally answers it, right? Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden that morning, he will not answer. Now, what if he was washing his face asleep or something?
He answered. When I FaceTime him in the morning,
he
answered in the sleep. He washing his face. He brushing his teeth. When I FaceTime him in the morning,
he answers.
And
never missed it.
And never missed it.
Okay, well that's different. Then.
Yeah, that one.
He was setting a precedent that he couldn't stand up to.
Yeah, but one morning I called him during that 4-week period, and he didn't answer. Actually, it was in the middle of the night. He didn't answer in the middle of the night one night when I FaceTimed him.
Oh.
Yeah, and I knew it was some shit that popped off. Niggas don't know they do shit. Niggas don't realize they do. Y'all are simple ass creatures. Y'all are simple as a motherfucker.
This is true.
And y'all don't realize y'all blink your eye the wrong fucking way. Y'all don't did some shit.
No.
Yeah.
No. Women do shit too, and they don't realize it too. The women think they're slicker, but if you just pay attention, if we paid attention a little bit more.
Yeah, but y'all don't.
We don't. If we pay attention a little bit more, we'll see the shit too.
Yeah, but I pay attention.
Shit, you pay attention. I'm already waiting for the bullshit.
You don't even want nobody.
Look, so but I'm already waiting for the bullshit, so I'm really paying attention because I'm like, this motherfucker finna do some bullshit. Like,
you be waiting for the bullshit and the bullshit don't even come.
No, it always comes. Trust me. It always shows up. Yeah. The bullshit always pops up.
So always. Yeah, I called him. I FaceTime in the middle of the night and he didn't answer, and he'll answer
regardless. Yeah, I give you that.
Yeah,
that's a commitment he couldn't keep. Guys, don't keep setting these precedents for these women, and then y'all want to change the rules in the middle of the game.
Yep. So now he back to answering his FaceTimes.
Because ain't no shit going on. There you have it.
There you have it.
Alright. Next, same back time.
Same back place.
Same back channel.
Dope. Yeah. Chef Zo. MP80. Truth himself.
Yeah. Chillin' with my Misfits, feeling so different. Chillin' with my Misfits, feeling so different. If you with it, come get it. Need you to listen. We gon' come with it. Hey, DJ Lab on the ones and twos. Mix a lot, you know just how we do. 316 and we in this mix. Dose nada, you know we poppin' too. By my nose, so it's adios. Ain't no need for that chopper screw. Chillin' with my Misfits. Yeah, dope lyrics, you know how we do.
Chillin' with the host, Miss Live. DJ Lab playing the shit that's hot. Slick, I was ready to pop off. T-Mac giving it what you got. Don't start at the